Welcome to Culture on I-24 News. I'm Yael Listener-Levy. Thank you for being with us. Coming up, we'll talk to the band Quarter to Africa and hear them play. We'll visit an exhibition about Palestinian culture. And we'll hear about a new comedy web series. Quarter to Africa is an Israeli group whose music combines the sounds of the Middle East along with the music and rhythms of Africa. With me here are Yakir Sasson and Eliasaf Bashari. Thank you for joining us from the band. So give us a little clue as to how the band was formed.
How the band was formed? It's very simple. It was very natural, first of all. It was just basically me and Yakir meeting. We just sat down and play, and immediately we realized that we're gonna form a band. It was the fastest ever.
And how would you define your style? We said Middle East with Africa. Is there a style that you can categorize your music?
We found some definition. It's called Afro-Arab music. Like, you know, Arab and Africa, so it all mixed to this sound.
So what's the characteristics of Afro-Arab music? What is it? How could you define it?
I could, basically, we live in Israel, right? We're not so far from the continent. That for me is the African continent is within the foundations of music. So, I mean, we were not thinking about how to create an Afro-Arab sound, but that just came out like that because I think that's who we are in a way, and the things that, the music that we grew up with.
So you guys also call yourself a people's band. What does that mean?
It means that...
It's what we say in Hebrew, Jama'ah. You know, we are a group of people. It's like, it's a family. It's a family of people and friends, and we together a lot of the time, except from rehearsals. And
is that different from other bands around the world? Do you differentiate yourself also because of your sound, also because of your characteristics, the way you define yourself?
We hope so.
Why?
Hope so. Because it's special, you know, you right away feel the vibe of this group, of this music. So we believe in it, and we believe in the magic that the music doing. So, I don't know.
So we have influence from the Middle East, we have influence from Africa, but you guys also took a trip together to India as well, which definitely influenced your music as well.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, it was in the beginning of, like right after we met, we took a trip to India, and this thing Quarter to Africa became there.
Why did you decide to go to India?
It's India, it's good, it's fun. Like you feel the freedom there.
Did it impact your music?
I believe so, but not in a influential way of like the Indian music. It was just yeah, the traveling together, the togetherness of the band.
And Yakir, you're a member of also another Israeli group called the Apples. How do you differentiate between being here in Quarter to Africa versus the Apples? Do you have to get into a different mindset? Do you have to get into this Afro-Arab mindset when you're playing with Quarter to Africa?
I think that also in the Apples, I bring my Oriental interpretation also to this group. So there also I play the Arabic music and Arabic scale, and also my composition there are influenced. And it's all, as we say, like Quarter to Africa, it's people band. So also the Apples, they are some of them members of Quarter to Africa and know the music, and it's all go together. Like, as we say, the Jama'ah.
It's a family.
A family.
The family. Here's an oud. Yakir, you play the oud.
No,
Eliasaf.
Eliasaf, I'm sorry, you play the oud. You fell in love deeply with this instrument, or is this something that you had to learn because of the sounds that you wanted to bring out?
I think I always knew that I'm going to play this instrument. Like, way back when I was 21, I knew that I'm going to play an oud. It just happened.
Where did you find it? Where did you start learning?
I had this music within me, like some Yemenite music that I grew up with, and Arabic music, and you know, Middle Eastern sounds. And I think that as soon as I picked it up, I already started playing it, and immediately got into it.
We see a number of groups, though, today trying to integrate between the roots of where they came from, you know, not trying to mimic Western bands anymore. They're saying, we're from the Middle East, let's play Middle Eastern music, or so forth. Why do you think that we're returning to our roots? Is there a reason for it? Do you guys have a special reason? You spoke about your Yemenite heritage and so forth.
Yeah,
I think it's natural, and since I remember myself, and also I spoke, you know, we had conversation on this with Eliasaf. So since we were a little child, and we were influenced by jazz and reggae and hip hop and whatever, like this sound of this layback or this swing of that we try to bring in Quarter to Africa was all the time inside. But it's supposed to feel like this, like
and we're
you know, this
that.
sound or this.
We're gonna hear it just in a second. What are you guys gonna play for us?
We're gonna play
the layback.
The layback.
The layback.
It's gonna combine Middle East and Africa and a little bit of India, maybe.
I mean, it's there.
It's there.
It's a way of life,
Very
laid back,
nice.
and also in the music.
Quarter to Africa, take it away.
Ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, lay, layback. יש אחד נותן את הלייבק, הוא מביא אותו כמו מסטול, ואחר מביא את הלייבק, בלי לחשוב על הבלבול. אתה מבין אצלי הלייבק, זה חלק מהעניין, הלייבק, ותמיד נהיה בוואן. תן את הלייבק, 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 ליי, הלייבק. כשאתה אומר לי לייבק, מה בדיוק אתה מתכוון? מנסה למשוך אחורה, וסופר גם לא סופר. I-24 is bringing the layback. Feels good. We know you're feeling it by now. Yes. Layback. Layback. I want ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, lay, layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, ten layback, lay, layback.
A new exhibition at the Museum for Islamic Art in Jerusalem deals with Palestinian culture before 1948 through garments and embroidery. Ayman Siksak has a story.
At the Museum for Islamic Art in Jerusalem, a new exhibition is taking Israeli audiences on a trip down memory lane, of a different kind than expected.
This month, at least 5,000 Israelis, they visited this exhibition. I was touched.
Tiraz, Local Embroidery, is a one-of-a-kind exhibition of Palestinian costumes from the time before Israel was established. Through the garments, which have been meticulously preserved, the texture of Palestinian life before 1948 begins to emerge. The stars of the exhibition are clear: Palestinian women. Some of the items in the exhibition are on display here for the first time, like this embroidered wedding dress originating in Ramallah. Like every item on display here, it too was handmade.
Everything that you see here essentially is our dresses meant for holidays and specifically weddings, and it was crafted and used by both Muslim and Christian women from all around the area. For me personally, and I can say that as a Jew working at the Museum for Islamic Art, it's very interesting seeing, let's say, works of art that are not from the main centers of Islamic art.
Indeed, that's not the only surprise the Tiraz exhibition entails about Palestinian women.
Everybody maybe thinks that the Palestinian women, they are primitive, they are not active, and they are exploring through this exhibition that the women in the Palestinian part, they were active, they were productive, they were artists.
Traditionally, the embroidery was transferred from mother to daughter. These dresses were usually made by girls, young girls, during the 5-6 years before their wedding. You should remember that girls would be wed off at the age of 15, 16, so these were made by 12-year-old girls.
The items in the exhibition are owned by a private collector, Manuel Kleidman, and some of them have been on display in Israel before. But in a country where culture is increasingly politicized, where does an exhibition about Palestinian heritage fit in?
I was nervous before how this exhibition can be accepted by the Israelis or the Jewish part. So me, myself, I'm Palestinian and Arab from Galilee, all the parties that deal with art in Israel. So we are concerned that sometime, maybe because of politics, they will stop us to produce art and to present it for the public.
But for every dangerous mission, a little help from above is always welcome.
This was usually used as, let's say, sort of a scarecrow carried at the head of the wedding ceremony, whose purpose would be to scare off the demons and every potential danger for the brides.
Forever festive, these wedding garments live on in Palestinian memory, a reminder of a time when celebrations and women were more integral parts of Palestinian society.
In a moment, we'll hear about the web series Cowards, but first, our cultural recommendation for today.
The Jerusalem Sacred Music Festival will be returning to the city from September the 1st to the 4th. This year, the festival invites you on a journey that spans continents, definitions, and faiths. It brings music artists and nomads to Jerusalem from around the world. The festival transcends conflict, gaps, and divisions, and believes in the power of heavenly music to act as a source of love and praise together for peace and unity. A Jerusalem that is a house of prayer for all peoples. The festival invites you to share brief moments of discovery and exaltation on a journey that begins in the ears and culminates in the heart. This year, the festival offers a lineup of local and international musicians from Cuba, Zanzibar, Rajasthan, the UK, Azerbaijan, and Jamaica.
And I-24 News reporter Shai Ringel is here to tell us about a new web series. Hey, Shai.
Hey.
So, what's the name of this new web series that I need to start downloading and watching?
No, you have only one episode for now. Yeah, it's called Cowards, and we have a clip.
Let's take a look.
All right, guys, this is my boss's party, okay? So no acting weird. I'm trying to make a positive impression.
I'm nervous. I'm not going to talk to anyone.
Yeah, Joe, I don't want to be here. I'm not good at meeting people.
I'm bad company. Guys, no acting weird.
You're weird.
I'm cool, okay? Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Michelle.
You guys are 3 hours early.
I'm glad we cut right there. It's like your everyday American comedy.
It looks like it. Cowards actually is a 20-minute long pilot. These 4 guys uploaded to the web, and it won first prize at a New York Television Festival, which is looking for new pilots every year. So this is the pilot that got the big budget to make an entire series to the web. It was created by Megan Green, Joe Kozwalka, Joe McAdams, and Chris Stephans. I have to say their names.
Yeah, of course. They totally deserve it. They're all comedy writers.
They're all comedy writers who moved to LA in order to
try to make it big.
Try to make it big and look at try to write to television. And when they understood it's too tough, they uploaded an entire pilot to the web. It's a very good pilot. It's 20 minutes long, but you can keep watching it. It's not something that you'll throw away. It's
That's
very
an unusual length, though, of a show, right? 20 minutes.
for the web, yes. For the web, yes. They hope that one day it will get maybe to real television, which
it's hard to make, like a humor in this kind of setting. It's as I said, it's like this all-American kind of show. Again, like four friends in this weird age. How do you make it funny again?
This format is actually really clever because it's built from sketches from around the same place. So we just saw the setting, and then it goes to all different kind of sketches from inside that setting, which is really smart idea to do for an internet show.
Shai Ringel, thanks for joining us. We'll be sure to watch. And that's all for today. Join us again tomorrow. i24news.tv will be here.